Hi, Learneum is a social learning app partnering with influencers and brands to develop educational content and is built around a blockchain-based incentive system. Learneum will help the online generation find their passion and build their skill sets and eventually match them up with an internship or job in a technical field and forever end college debt. The problem today is that our current education system is just not equipped to make the necessary changes to prepare learners for the future of work. Many industries are innovating at exponential rates, and traditional education is just not. There are three different elements that we are evaluating through Learneum and rethinking our 100-year-old education system. First, consumer behaviors today are very different. Young people pay more attention to influencers, brands, and celebrities than their own teachers, unfortunately. By instilling a watch, learn, earn mindset in users, will help learners find and fuel their passion and provide an alternative pathway to employment or to start their own company. The second thing we're looking at is technology. So many new technologies have been developed in the last 100 years that can improve education. Virtual reality, 5G, blockchain, machine learning, all of them and many more can be used to create a more personal and effective learning model. A blockchain-based incentive system will create highly engaged and self-directed learners. And the third thing we're looking at is that the future requires more knowledge workers. It's just very different. We're living through a massive deconstruction of entry-level work. The future of work requires technical skill sets that are not being addressed effectively in traditional learning models. The Learneum blockchain incentive system will provide confidence that the learner's credentials are true and accurate. Our LMS is basically a 5-tier system building in complexity over time. Level 1 is simply to onboard learners. Real simple 30-second videos partnered with influencers or brands just to get the eyeballs of learners, to get their attention and to hopefully onboard them into the app. Once they're in the app, level 2 is where we get serious. They've demonstrated that they understand watch, learn, earn. They understand the value, they've excelled. Now we could do more long form content, more detailed curriculum, and start helping them find what they might be passionate in. Level 3 is filled with different learning communities. When I say communities, it could be a community of people wanting to learn about blockchain, communities wanting to learn about machine learning, learning about virtual reality, about digital video editing, about music, digital music creation. There'll be hundreds of them, if not thousands one day. Each of those communities will be partnered with the Learneum employee, someone who monitors and keeps track of what's happening in the community. But also there will be corporate partners, a company that has interest in 5G technology or machine learning, and they will help us dictate what the foundational skills that these learners should be getting within these communities. Level 4 is where things get serious. And the corporate partners, along with our staff, will build a very detailed curriculum to make sure the students have all the skills required to eventually land an entry-level job or an internship. Level 5 is where Learneum fills out the learner's skill sets. And so it's not just learning the skills for that company, but how do you be a well-rounded employee? Understanding things like character development, workplace appropriateness, understanding cultural sensitivity and diversity, making sure that when they go into the world, when they get that internship as a Learneum learner, that company knows that that person checks all the boxes and they're ready for a job. Our team is filled with just a bunch of rock stars, from entertainment, marketing executives to developers working in the blockchain and ed tech industries, and also a bunch of educators from higher education and high school education, along with some financial backers that are interested in seeing how this technology can really change the future for learners and bring education to the masses globally. Talking about globally, education as a whole is a $5.3 trillion industry. Now, all of that is going to be upended with the impacts of COVID-19, and most likely in an unfavorable way. Right now, the timing is perfect for a new model that considers these new consumer behaviors, considers emerging technologies, and has a clear understanding of the needs of the future of work to create an opportunity to provide resources and opportunities for the future for learners and young people around the world. Our model, our 5-year projection starts year one with 28 employees. This is part of what we need the startup funding for. And we'll generate close to $2 million in revenue from our different revenue sources, which I'll get into. Year two, we plan on having 114 employees and generating close to 10 million in revenue, breaking even in quarter three. And by year 5, we plan on having 11,000 employees and generating close to $1 billion in revenue. In closing, Learneum will connect global learners with potential employers using modern tools and modern methods. We'll leverage brands, influencers, and celebrities to get learners' attention and create opportunities from those relationships that are already taking place. And we'll use a blockchain-based incentive system to improve student engagement and one day eliminate college debt. All of this can happen with today's technologies. We are seeking $500,000 of investment capital for a 10% stake in our business, and we plan on using those funds to complete our MVP, recruit additional sponsors, influencers, and corporate partners, create initial curricula, and attract initial learners. So we thank you for your time, and we look forward to hearing more of your questions. Thank you very much.